Are you in the wrong niche? There are certain signs that indicate that you have picked the wrong niche for your personal brand and that are slowing your growth. They're not letting you get to that end goal that you had in mind when you started. So let me take you through the process of determining whether you are in the right or wrong niche for you, so that you do not drain yourself off of that energy and do not burn yourself out. But before we get into it, just in case you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alina. I'm super excited for you to be here. And I wanted to say that I do post a lot of content like this, educational, inspirational, motivational, about making money online, multiple income streams, digital marketing, personal branding tips. So if you're into any of those things, as well as a little bit of fashion and beauty, then consider subscribing because I do post a video every single week. Okay, now let's dive in directly into the content because I cannot wait to share all the things with you. I see this happen so many times, especially across social media, where people pick the wrong niche and you can feel it. Energy is just there. Believe it or not, somehow through the screen we can feel whether that person is authentic, whether that person is truly passionate about what they're talking about, or are they just doing it because everybody else is doing it and because they think this could be something that will help them get to their goals, but it's not. What ends up happening is low energy, no passion, and a lot of burnout. And I see that a lot. And actually, I'm going to share this because I have been there and I have made that mistake. So I'm speaking from the experience. I've experienced all those things that I'm going to talk about. So what are some of the indicators that you have picked the wrong niche for your personal brand? The first sign is that creating content is absolutely tedious. Just the thought of creating content for your social media channels just gives you anxiety. You do not want to do it. You have zero energy. You do not have passion. You are constantly clueless what to post, what to talk about. That is one of major signs that you're in the wrong niche. Listen, if you really truly are passionate about what that niche is, if you truly have knowledge and expertise and experience in that niche, you will never run out of things to talk about. You'll be so excited to create that content. You will be constantly thinking about all the things that you want to say and want to share on your social media pages. That's when you have the right niche. When you have the wrong niche, content creation just sucks the life out of you. The second indicator that you're in the wrong niche is that you constantly struggle with ideas on what to post. You do not have clear content pillars. So what you find yourself doing is going to social media, scrolling through the feed of people that you see in that niche that are successful, and you're trying to imitate that content. Well, that is hurting you in so many different ways because first of all, their audience is not necessarily your audience. What they're passionate about is not necessarily what you are passionate about, right? So you are just lost in the game of imitation and you are not bringing anything to the table. So if you find yourself on a daily basis scrolling through social media for long periods of time, trying to figure out what to post, that is a huge red sign that you are in the wrong niche. Because if you are in the right niche, you have clear content pillars, you know exactly what you're going to be talking about, you're rotating through them, you have pre-made templates that you're using that are going to save you time, and everything is smooth because it feels authentic, it feels natural. The third indicator that you're in the wrong niche is that you are not meeting your goals. If your goal is to make money with your personal brand on social media, you're not making any money. There is a difference where, if you're just starting out, it can be a slow process. It is going to take time to grow and to make money on social media. Things are not going to happen right away. But if you have been doing it for quite some time, for a few months or maybe a few years, and you see that nothing is really working, you see other people somehow making money, doing all the things, and monetizing their passions, and for some reason nothing is coming to you. There are no customers, your DMs are empty, there are no comments, there's just nothing happening. That is because you're talking about the wrong subject. You're not in the right niche and people can feel it. Either that is the lack of knowledge inside that niche, whether it's the lack of passion, or maybe the lack of expertise, or just the lack of plain interest to that niche. That is just not drawing people in. People, like I said in the beginning of this video, people can feel the energy, can read you right away. So if you are in the wrong niche, you're just not going to get results, period. The fourth indicator that you're in the wrong niche is your social media is at a standstill. So you do not see any action there. There are not many comments, there are not as many likes, there's not as much engagement. People are just not coming to you, your accounts are not growing, your videos are getting low views. And again, going back to that energy, people can feel energy. If you're not passionate about what you're talking about, they're not going to follow you. You're unclear, maybe you're jumping from content to content. Again, if your problem is imitating other people, you're following multiple creators and with the same niche and you're trying to imitate their content, and their audience might not be necessarily your audience. So there's just something that is not vibing here. So of course that stalls the growth of your social media accounts. And again, that could be a clear sign that you are in the wrong niche. And the fifth indicator that you're in the wrong niche is that your energy levels are so down that you're driving yourself to burnout. You're constantly stressed about your personal brand, about creating content, about things to post, that at the end of the day, you feel like quitting, you feel like you're not in the right spot, you feel like you're useless, and you're starting to get down on yourself. If you are vibrating on the low energy field, that's what you're attracting. So things start to snowball because everything starts here. It all starts from our mindset, from our energy. So when you find yourself at that kind of low moment, maybe it's time to go back to yourself, take a pause, take a deep breath, take a break from social media and really dive deep, whether it is, you know, maybe something happening with your mindset, mentally, energetically, or is it truly that you have picked the wrong niche for yourself? Because a lot of the times people go for picking a niche based on other people, right? So we go to social media, we see a lot of people talking about the same thing, so we start following their accounts, and of course social media platforms are going to show us more of what we're into, right? So we see that everybody's talking about this thing, everybody's talking about fashion, or everybody's talking about beauty, everybody's doing makeup tutorials, or everybody's talking about making money online, and you feel that you absolutely have to be within that niche in order to make money, in order to monetize, in order to grow your personal brand. But that is not the case. You have to pick a niche based on completely different factors, and on your passions, on your interests, on longevity, on so many other things. And if you really want to find that right niche for you, I do have a video about finding the perfect niche. So I'm going to link it in the description box below so you can go and watch it right away after this video. So maybe this is going to help you really nail down the perfect niche for you and really understand whether you are in the right niche or you're not in the right niche at the moment, and maybe now it's time to pivot and switch to something completely different. And if you are currently building a personal brand and you really want to take it to a whole new level in the new year, I do have a personal branding bundle that I have created. It's going to help you narrow down your niche, narrow down your target audience, really dive deep on content strategy, on your visual identity, and so much more. So if you would like to check it out, I'm going to link it in the description box below so you can go ahead and check it out as well. And if you've made it so far into this video, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing because I do post videos just like this one every single week. If you're on social media, let's stay connected. I'm going to link all my social media channels in the description box below, and make sure to comment your social media handles so I can follow you back and we can stay connected that way. And if you do have any questions, I always link my email in the description box below as well. Again, thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.